What is up, everyone? Welcome to Your Avenue. My name is Darren, and it's good to be back. I haven't made a video just because I got kind of food poisoning by some sushi that I ate a couple days ago at my cousin's birthday. I knew that this sushi was I knew something was wrong with it. It was like room temperature, but you know the atmosphere was nice. The restaurant looked clean, but even the sushi tasted really good. But I knew it when I felt it when I got home. Like my stomach started like feeling weird, and it started like I started getting like these like random pains. And then when I went to work the next day, I had like a fever, and it was pretty bad. And so I left work early. I took a half day, and then yeah, I just rested up, and now I feel better. And I'm glad that I'm here to talk about more comic book news. So today's video is just gonna be a Marvel video from Kevin Feige himself. So he did talk about some stuff that's happening in the MCU, giving us some updates, and so here we are. So let's go to the first thing that he said, and the first one is basically him debunking the Black Widow topic. So if you guys haven't been following us, but we reported that Black Widow is going to be R-rated. Some of us was really for it, and some of us didn't really care about it, but he did debunk it and pretty much says that it was never going to be, and you know, the media just writes what they want, and everyone just runs with it. So kind of disappointing, because I do want to see I want to see Marvel go really dark, just go really dark with a certain solo movie. And I think because of Black Widow's origin is really, you know, it's really dark. It's really something that she's not proud of. She's really ashamed of it, and she ignores it a lot in the movies that we've seen her in. And we know she does get like brainwashed, and I know in the comics she's like an assassin with the Winter Soldier as well. So since he's not going to be part of it, who knows what they're going to do with her past. And so I think if they're going to go really dark and go really R-rated, I think they would explore more, giving her story more time to breathe, because they could do things that they can't do in PG-13. Plus, you know, since they are going to have like the Fox films in there, such as, you know, Deadpool, it would be cool to just, you know, see Black Widow being that first film being R-rated. But you know, I guess they're not going to do that, because we know, you know, they said Deadpool 2 is going to be, or Deadpool 3 is going to maintain that R-rated style. And so it would have been nice to see Black Widow be that first movie to go through those doors. So it is what it is, but I think they could still do a really great story with a PG-13. I mean, I think Captain America Winter Soldier was somewhat dark, but and that movie was a PG-13 movie, so they did really great. So it is what it is. Anyways, let's move on to the next story, and it's pretty much Kevin Feige talking about the future films on Marvel, and this is pretty much what he says. As we've been doing for years, we aren't going to announce anything post Avengers Endgame or Spider-Man Far From Home until post Endgame and Spider-Man. He says, as you know, as a fan, there's a tremendous amount of potential and a tremendous amount of additional characters and storylines and groups of characters that we're going to keep playing with. And again, that's a testament to Marvel and to the amount of storylines and characters and amazing runs that have been in Marvel Comics. We've always said there are no mandates to make any more than 2 films a year, but as we've seen the last couple years, when it naturally happens and when there are ideas and when there are teams ready to go, we're not going to hold something back. So that's really great. I think we've all figured that out at this point, that they're not going to say anything and just keep it spoiler free as much as they can. I think if it was up to Marvel's decision, they would not even release Spider-Man Far From Home this soon. I think that was Sony's decision. So it's really great that they're holding everything back, and I think announcing everything all at once is really it's just really gonna build that excitement factor when it does happen. And I love how they do that. I think DC should do that. I think they were going to do that, but now they're going through a different reconstruction with their whole franchise. But I love how Marvel just has a presentation and just like announces everything at D23. I think that they've done that in the past. I don't know what they're gonna do this year, but for what we know, the confirmed films after Endgame and Spider-Man is Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Eternals, and Black Widow. And then there's a possibility for a Nova solo film because Kevin Feige spoke about it in the past, and I made a video about it right here. So check that out. It was a while back. It was like a theory as to how Nova could be, how pretty much Avengers Infinity War sets up Nova, and it's a really good video, so definitely check that out. And we know that, you know, they're going to do a Young Avengers movie, and right here I talked about that as well, and that's something that I'm also really excited about. I'm excited about both Nova and Young Avengers. I think Nova would be a great film to explore the cosmic world, just because, you know, we have Guardians and now we have Captain Marvel exploring the cosmic realm of Marvel, and I think Nova definitely fits right in the middle of that. And Young Avengers, man, I love that team so much, so I'm excited for that to happen. One movie that I want to see that is not yet announced or confirmed is a Namor movie. I think now that, you know, Aquaman is successful, I'm hoping that Marvel sees that as that's a potential money grabber right there. Let's get our Namor film out, and I just want to see Namor on the big screen. I think that would be really great. I think that movie would be just as great as Aquaman. I think that would be really dope. Alright, so the next thing that he talked about or shed some light about is the James Gunn script with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and this is pretty much what he said. His influence was Guardians. It was Guardians. It was his input on Guardians and the Avengers films, as you've seen in Infinity War and on the Guardians 3 script, which we're still using. So you'll see that influence. I think online, sort of the notion of architect across multiple cosmic things was slightly blown out of proportion. So pretty much he is confirming that James Gunn's script is still being used on Volume 3. I think that is a great move. I think going with an entirely new script will just mess things up. I think eventually they did do that. It will throw the narrative like across, you know, the route that they're on, and it would just mess things up. It wouldn't feel as cohesive as it would be if they, you know, are doing with a James Gunn script. So it's a great move that they're doing that. I'm not surprised that Disney is doing that. What I am curious is what they're gonna do with the new director. Is the new director going to shoot the film like he wants to, or is he going to shoot the film like a James Gunn movie? Because if they shoot it like a James Gunn movie, you know, if best case scenario, you know, it would feel like a James Gunn trilogy. But I think what they should do is, if they get this new director, shoot the film like he will shoot any film, and just make it his own, just like how they've done it with the Iron Man films. And just because, like, if you do it, you know, if you try to copy someone's style of directing, you're gonna run into so many errors and issues, especially if that guy is not advising you. So by shooting it your way, I mean, you'll run into less issues, right? But yeah, so I want to know what you guys think about all this, about what Kevin Feige gave us updated on. Do you guys think they should still use James Gunn's script? Do you wish Black Widow should be R-rated? And what other films do you think the Marvel will announce post Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man? So let me know in the comments below. Like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.